So I have been thinking, I think as writers and as creative people, something we like to tell each other all the time is write every day. Like that's the thing that we say to each other. That's advice that we give to students. That's kind of that thing that our parents tells us, like, oh, you're a writer, you should be writing. Like every day you should sit down and be writing. That's kind of what my dad says to me all the time. And I've been thinking, I don't know if that is the most productive advice. Like, I don't know if we should be writing every day. I think we should be putting ourselves in a situation where we could be writing. I think, like, on the days where if I even get pants on a certain day, because let's be real, that those days happen. Sometimes you just want to, like, I have a notebook open and I'll passively let some of the brainstorming happening, and then I'll write a couple pages because I wasn't thinking about that thing and I was doing something else and it just pops into my brain. I think that's just how, at least for me, how writing works sometimes. And this was something I struggled with in grad school, was the idea that I have to be churning out pages all the time. And I think that puts us in a mind space of it creates this like failure situation where if we don't hit a quota or a threshold, then we weren't writing that day. Because even if you're brainstorming, even if it's just one joke or one bit or one sketch or a page or a whole act to your screenplay, I mean, all of that is writing. And the second thing is, a lot of what I think is important to the writing process is actually living life and having those learned and lived experiences that you can draw upon to then inform your writing. If you're writing every day but not actually living your life and going to do things outside of the writing process, then what you are writing is just not going to be as good. So I don't know. Write every day. Maybe not. The one caveat is, if you're on a deadline or you're working and you have to turn pages in, fucking do the work. Okay.